Hello dear one, and welcome to my channel. Welcome to Vietnam. Today's subject, yes, we might have discussed this quite a few times. Everybody has been in it, everybody has heard about it, but it is time to go a little bit deeper. Relationships, and especially the death of relationships. I wanted to call this video the death of relationships or the end of relationships because it's very important to understand the dynamics. It's very important to understand why and what's going on. And it all comes down again to awakening. Your life is special. Your experience is special. Once you start to go deeper within yourself, to discover who you are, to fall in love with yourself, to remember who you are, you have to let go of everything. And one of the biggest, and I mean one of the biggest, if not the biggest thing in a human's life are relationships. It is huge, it's for some people it's 90 for some people it's 99% of their life, but it is a very important subject, one of the big four ones, but it is a very important one, because there are so many traumas and so many wounds and so many lists and so much stuck energy in these stories, in these dynamics. Relationships, I would say it's maybe the biggest part of the human identity, because we have the tendency to define ourselves through relationships, to mirror each other, to understand each other, to bounce off the other people, to test our limits, to see everything. But it is time to move beyond. It is time to go beyond. And there are quite a few layers. I will address why is it time to go beyond. But first, I'd like to share a bit about the layers. So one of the top layers, let's say, is when it's time to let go of others. It's time to let go of friends, it's time to let go of partners, spouses, people that you have loved for a long time or that you have known for a long time. And of course, one of the biggest is the family. Sooner or later, you will have to let go. That does not mean that you have to abandon them or deny them from your life or anything like that. It's nothing like that. Sometimes, yes, it might be appropriate to take a break or even cut them entirely. But it's not about that. It's about releasing them from your heart to make room for yourself. And especially, very important, please feel into this, to let go of your stories that are stuck and are related to relationships, that are related to what happened in the past, that are related to you being stuck in other timelines, in other realms, in other versions of you. So it is time for you to release yourself in relationship with others. So basically, it's not necessarily about them, it's just about you. Like I was saying, making room for you, making space for you, releasing your stuck energy so that that energy can come to serve you in your new presence, in your new wisdom, in your new way of doing things. Letting go of patterns in relationships, seeing how it was all responding to you and basically that you created everything. I remember my experiences of searching for that one big love, searching for the master to share my life with, searching, of course, in the beginning for affection and attention and love and all those beautiful stories. But actually, I was just playing out the stories from the past. Stories where I was not loved, stories where I was abandoned, stories of remembering how it can be and searching for it in this lifetime. But it's just, if you go deeper and deeper and deeper, it's just stories, stuck stories that have the tendency to come up to the surface. And of course, the human, at least in the beginning, plays them out. But when the master comes, you realize it is time for the release, not to search for them, not to try to re-experience them, but actually to let them go. One breath at a time, one choice at a time, releasing absolutely everything until there is nothing. And this is, and this brings you to you. You know, when you let go of all the checklists of how relationships should be or can be, when you let go of searching outside for yourself, for your attention, affection, fulfillment, desires, unfulfilled desires usually, but when you let go of all of this, you actually make room for something new, something else. You make room for you. Yes, along the way you will shed a few tears, at least a few tears. Because there is so much pain, so much pain stuck in most of us. So much pain in past stories, and now they cannot be experienced again. Now when they come up to the surface, and the human tends to go seek love, go seek acknowledgement, go seek to be seen, and that it will just bounce off a wall, because it's not about feeding those wounds to appease them for a little bit of time. It is time to go beyond. It's time to look them in the eyes, to invite the soul to create a safe space and allow a beautiful transformation to take place. It is time for freedom and release. That also means feeling the pain, not identifying with it, and this is the most important thing, not identifying with it. Be aware of it and be aware of your presence, and understand that you are exactly where you're supposed to be, but not going back to the human stories, but actually going way beyond anything that you can ever think possible. Jumping into the new, jumping into yourself like never before, seeing wounds and just allowing them to dissolve so that you can make space for you. Make space for you, make love within you. It's such a beautiful and intimate thing, but like with everything else related to enlightenment and awakening and realization, you have to jump 100%. Okay, 3 potentials. You either jump 100%, you don't jump, or you suffer in the middle. It's very important. In the middle, it's a lot of suffering. If you're not 100% dedicated to yourself, to your journey, to you receiving yourself, to you discovering who you truly are, it's a lot of pain. Because if you partly choose yourself and partly choose your human life as it is, you're basically stretching out yourself. It can be only one thing, choosing yourself and then discovering what it means. The tendencies are choosing oneself, but it has to be like this, it has to be like that, having expectations, having rules, having checklists, and it does not work. Because who you truly are is not of the human realm. Who you truly are is not in the stories that you had. Those are wonderful expressions of yourself. Those are wonderful stories of yourself, but true presence is at the base of everything, is the I am. Those wonderful words, that many of us know. What comes after the I am is a beautiful story, but it is just a story. Come back to the basics. Come back to the I am, I exist. Beyond stories, beyond an identity, beyond the need to define. And because of today's video, beyond relationships. No more need for relationships. How about that? No more need for someone to fulfill you or to give you something. Attention, affection, acknowledgement, whatever it is. No more having expectations of them of how they should be. No more having expectations of you of how you should be in a relationship. Whether it's intimate, friendship, family, doesn't matter. Freedom. Feel into that freedom. Freedom to be yourself. Who you are in the moment, because you will be different in each and every moment. Freedom to do, freedom to feel, freedom to think. Beyond programs, beyond patterns, beyond wounds and beyond aspects. How amazing would that be? Feel into it. Once you allow yourself to go beyond relationships. Oh, they will be there, but instead of feeding off of them, from them, and then the other people feeding through relationships from you, you go into a new space, a space of wisdom, a space of freedom. Whatever that may look like, because many times it will look very strange. Maybe for you, but especially for the other people, if you are the first one who makes the step. But it is time. It is time for the whole humanity to go beyond. It is time for us to explore new potentials, and through us, the humanity, to have them available. It is time now. If not now, then when? It is available. It is right here in front of us. Why not? Yes, a little bit of pain to be released along the way. So what? It's just a short period. Imagine the new potentials that we bring onto the planet. Imagine the potentials that we bring in our life. No more. Imagine how your mind thinks when it's not obsessed with the aspects, translating what the aspects want, screaming, I want this, I want that, why is it not like this or like that? It's just quiet. Quiet for you to feel yourself, quiet for you to explore a new sensuality, quiet for you to be aware. A whole new type of being and existing and feeling. Quiet in the mind, quiet in the heart, quiet in the body. Feel into it, imagine it. And if you want to, just choose it, of course. And by the way, a very important thing, you'll never lose those stories. But instead of being something that it's unfinished business or trying to manipulate yourself or others to fulfill their agendas, they just become beautiful stories. Stored in the soul, not even there, in the background, eating away your attention. But like beautiful paintings that you can visit from time to time. Wonderful memories. And by the way, when they become like that, wonderful memories, no matter how dramatic they were or how beautiful they were, then you know they integrated. Then you know, I am beyond. How amazing and how wonderful is that? And it's possible, of course. New potentials, new way of feeling, new way of everything. So breathe. Breathe and feel. Breathe and receive yourself. Breathe and allow yourself. And breathe and allow the transformation. It all starts with a choice, and then being here, being present, to allow the release and to allow everything that is appropriate to come up, to be addressed. It's all up to you, like always. But I invite you to explore this. Oh, and by the way, I keep forgetting to mention this in the videos. If you feel you want some assistance, it will not be long term, but if you feel you want some assistance, if you want to talk or again, some assistance, don't hesitate to contact me. It can be just a friendly talk, or it can be a very grounded, clear, and safe session. It's up to you. Everything is available. Either me, or it depends who you resonate with, but there's nothing wrong in allowing yourself to receive some assistance from time to time. Somebody that has gone through it and can remind you, can help you create a safe space to make everything easier and more elegant. Why not? It's here and it's available. With that, thank you for being here. Thank you for creating this space with me. A joy to share. I am Master B.